I'm posting 1,000 videos in the year 2026. That's 83 a month. You don't discover your voice in the quiet of planning. It's forged in motion and in the act of doing. I say this as much for myself as I do for you guys. I've been creating videos for almost a decade, and there's definitely periods of time where I'm really consistent and I feel like I've got a good flow. And then there's times where I kind of lose my way. I'm not really sure what direction I want to go, and that is where I've been recently. There were 3 months at the end of last year where I kind of ended up in a creative paralysis. I stopped creating completely, all because in my mind I needed to kind of gather my thoughts and come up with this perfect plan before I began. And so December 2025, I decided I needed to get out of this rut and I simply needed to start acting. And so I posted every single day for the month of December. Honestly, there was no rhyme or reason to what and why I was posting things. I was trying to find my voice again. And so if I got nothing else from that month of posting, I learned that it was in the act of doing that I would start to get clarity. I would start to get ideas. It may not be perfect and completely formed after 30 days, but that exercise taught me the importance of action and how clarity follows action, not perfectionism, not constant planning, not thinking about doing something. Clarity follows action. I'm posting 1,000 videos in the year 2026 for the sole purpose of getting the wheels turning and to hope that by the end of 2026, I've found clarity in what I want to do, the message I want to share with the world, how I want to help other people, how I want to live my life, and the life that I want to build. As I'm filming this video, it's currently January 5th. I believe I've posted somewhere around 11 videos so far. So I'm off to a good start with a whole lot more to come. And so for you as the audience, there's 2 things that I want you to take away from this video. Not things that I'm perfect at, but things that I'm working on and things that I hope will help you along your journey if you're struggling with anything similar to what I am. Number 1. The importance of action. I know I've said it multiple times in this video, but action is so important. It doesn't matter how much you think about winning the game or think about being the best singer in the group, how many whiteboards you fill up with ideas and plans. What matters is the action that you take, and that action will lead to clarity. It will lead to results. It will lead to new ideas. And so whatever your idea is, whether it's starting to post on social media, starting your own baking business, going into law school, training to compete as a bodybuilder, whatever it may look like, I invite you to focus on one goal this year and find a way each day to take action that will lead you to your goal. And the second thing I want to talk about is perfectionism and the importance of getting rid of perfectionism. In my experience, perfectionism is mostly paralyzing. If you're always worried about making sure every single little thing is perfect, it will sometimes paralyze you from the bigger picture and progress. We've probably all heard the story about an art class that is split in half. One side of the class, their only job is to come up with a singular piece of art by the end of the semester that is absolutely perfect. The other side of the class is in charge of coming up with as many pieces of art by the end of the semester. And the result ends up being that the ones who focused on a singular piece of art, it was kind of mediocre and it wasn't great. You know, they didn't have a lot of practice. It was one art project. And the ones that had multiple pieces of art and multiple projects were continuing to learn from their experiences, failing, growing, solving problems, and with all that action came clarity and a better understanding of art, and they ended up coming up with the best pieces of art by the end of the semester. And so if there's one thing I can encourage you to do this year is to focus less on perfection. Focus on the one thing that you want to get better at, and then act every single day. No matter how many times you fail, no matter how ugly it looks on some days, just practice every single day of that thing. And by the end of the year, you're going to have made a ton of progress versus the person who spend all year planning and getting so caught up in the idea of perfectionism, they don't act and they don't ever achieve anything. So I encourage you to pick one goal and to take small and consistent steps this year toward that goal. Quit worrying about perfectionism. You are going to fail and some days it will look ugly. But if you are consistent in taking action, you will see clarity and you will see results. As for those of you who, like myself, sometimes get very stuck on perfectionism, I invite you to try and exercise every single day. Pick something that matters to you. An example, maybe you want to get better at drawing. And I want you to draw something every single day and intentionally do it imperfectly. If you're OCD or anything like me, it's really, really hard to let go of that control and the idea of perfectionism and what you know you want it to look like. But it's a really, really good exercise for you to do if you do struggle with perfectionism and you need to kind of get out of that rut and simply start acting more, because you will see clarity and results through action. I hope that you found something useful in this video and that it will help you on your journey. And best of luck to each of you this year on your goals in 2026. Please give me a follow and join me on this journey of posting 1,000 videos in the year 2026.